This show is brought to you by Aces Bail Bonds, Miranda and Sons Automotive, Bridgeport Auto Glass, Ramirez Spanish Restaurant, Tito's Barber Shop, JC Tire Center, Rancho Patanal Brazilian Steakhouse, and Luz de Paz Funeral Home.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky.
Hey, what's up, you guys, and welcome to Super Elite Entertainment. It's your boy Jason Rodriguez here one more time in the studio for another, I would say, an exclusive interview, but it's not really an exclusive interview because tonight's guest basically is going to be a special guest who's a really good friend of mine, and I am really excited to have him in the studio here with me tonight. And before I introduce him, I just want to encourage each and every one of you that are watching live via Facebook right now. Listen, please click that share button and share this exclusive interview. Share this broadcast onto your timeline and let someone know what's going on here in the Super Elite Entertainment studio. The reason why we're here is because, you know, our purpose is to give you some inspiration, some hope, some encouragement, you know, to provide you with some awareness, some help, whatever it may be, that can be utilized as an instrument to help you advance in your life. So, you know, that's the reason why we created this platform, is to provide opportunity for people out there who can't, you know, get an opportunity with someone else to broadcast their story, their testimony, who they are, where they come from, their talent, their skill. So this is why we created Super Elite Entertainment Studios, so that we can provide opportunity for each and every one of you that are watching. If you feel you have an ability, if you feel you have a skill, something that you can present to the general public, something that can impact someone else's life, if you have a powerful story, something you would like to share with someone, listen, go onto our website, www.supereliteentertainment.com. Go down onto the website, scroll down onto the contact location on the website, and listen, reach out to us, leave us a message, contact us, let us know who you are and what it is that you would like to share with the general public. That's why we're here. That's the reason why we created this platform. So with that said, or enough said, now I'm going to present my guest, no other than a good friend of mine, Mr. Dee MC in the house.
Hello, brother. How are you?
What's up, D? How you doing, brother?
Good to see you. Thank you for having me.
Good, man. So listen, we're going to jump right into it, brother. First of all, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for you coming down into the studio for, you know, as a special guest. I want to stay for an exclusive interview, but this is not an interview tonight. This is just a time where we're going to sit back, we're going to kick it, and we're going to talk about real life situations, real life scenarios, things that you've been through in your life, things that I've been through in my life, and things that we have encountered that, you know, has been an instrumental tool in our lives to get us to where we are today.
Absolutely.
All right.
Get it done.
So how you feeling, D? Tell me how you feeling right now, brother.
I'm feeling great, man. Life is good. I woke up this morning. That's the most important part. Health is intact. My family's health is intact. I can't really complain. Everything is good.
Excellent, man. So, you know, I want to talk a little bit about you, first of all, because you have a powerful story.
Yes.
And your story, I know, can change lives. Because your story is a story that I like to have on the show that presents hope, inspiration, encouragement, motivation. Basically, your story will let someone else know that's going through what you've been through,
Right.
that they can make it.
Right.
Growing up in the city of Stratford, Connecticut,
Yes.
I know even though you grew up in Stratford, you spent most of your time in Bridgeport.
Most of the, I should say, the influential years was spent in Bridgeport. I went to Buller Havens my freshman year. The transition from being around Stratford to being around Bridgeport was a little different, and I didn't do too well in Buller Havens. So my mother gave me a choice. She told me I can either go to Bunnell High School, which at the time was a no-no. St. Joe's, they wore uniforms, or Coqui Cathedral. So I said, I'm gonna go to Coqui. They don't have to wear uniforms there. So I went to Coqui Cathedral.
And that's in Bridgeport?
In Bridgeport.
Oh, okay. Yep.
From sophomore year, and that's where I graduated from. Yeah. And then after that, I went to school, college a couple years. And then came back home, and that's when things kind of, took a little bit of a left turn. But other than that, I wouldn't change a thing. Yeah. So far.
And I just want to make it clear because a lot of people don't know this, but if you ever heard of Coqui Productions, that puts on a bunch of events throughout the state, at the Klein, Sazón and Mambo, other different venues, Coqui Production is owned and operated by my brother, Dee MC right here. I mean, you have the reputation of bringing in different types of celebrities. You've brought in Mark Vieira, one of the best comedians in the sport. Well, in the industry, not the sport, but in the industry. You've brought in Frankie Negron.
Yes.
You've brought in Judy Torres, I believe it was, or Lisette Melendez. Which one was it? Freestyle singers.
I brought Cynthia.
Cynthia, there you go.
Yeah, and I brought George Lamont. And I gotta definitely plug my boys, Funk Salsa Urban. Funk Salsa Urban is good friends of mine.
Them dudes are bad, man.
It's my guy.
Yeah. So I wanted to mention that because a lot of people see D.
Right.
They see you at the events, they see you dressed down, looking like a pimp.
I wouldn't say that, man.
I'm just messing with you, but looking sharp. You looking like $1 million. But D always wasn't that way.
No.
Because you went through some dark times in your life.
Yes.
And through hard work and dedication, you was able to pick yourself up.
Absolutely.
And to reinvent yourself. Absolutely. So leading up to the new D, the D that everyone sees now.
Right.
Let's talk about the old D of old.
Okay.
All right?
Well, we'll start with, let's see. We'll start with being young. At my young ages, very young ages. I grew up in a house, regular, like the normal American family, if that's what you would call it. I didn't really struggle a lot. I chose to go a different route. I had all the guidance there. I chose to do other than what my parents and family wanted from me.
Yes.
So long or the short, when I came home from college, which I went to Virginia State University, when I came home from college, I decided that I was going to dabble in other things other than lawful things. And it took a couple of years and it caught up to me, long and short. So with that, you already know what they say. You only end up in, two places usually from that. It's either dead or in jail.
That's right.
I ended up in the latter. Not the first, obviously, because I'm still here. So I didn't end up dead. But with that, it put me in a position where I was, sitting down with all these other guys in this other forum place. It put me in a mindset that this is not something that I can do. And you have to be stronger than, letting your friends influence you when you come home to do the same things over and keep hanging out and doing this. That's just not that's not going to work. So I decided that I was going to tough it out, and my good friend Dream, Dream Robinson, if anybody doesn't know, he when I came home, he came and got me and said, "Listen, I've been doing the security thing, and I got you. I want you to come, run this thing for us." I says, "All right, well, of short of when I say running, to be clear, not meaning being the boss of it, but running the most of the scheduling and the activities of collecting the money and putting together who needs to be where
Yes.
dealing with the managers and such. So I did that for a while, and then I got a job at my current job, which I'm not going to say the name.
Yeah.
I got a job, doing what I'm doing, which I've been there now 14 years.
Wow.
And I'm a lineman, which is, if anybody knows what a lineman does, is when the lights go out,
you're that man.
Lineman. When the pole falls, that's what you call us.
Blizzard hits, you out there.
We're out there, right? So with that, it gave me the ability to use some of the money I was able to save while I was working. It allowed me to start the production company, Coqui Productions.
That's right.
It also allowed me to get my money and invest it into real estate, properties, multifamilies and such. Because I told myself, you can't take a hustler's mentality away.
That's right.
But you can reinvent the hustle.
And I don't want to cut you off, but I like the way you said that.
Right.
Basically, the hustle you had at one time,
right,
you changed it up.
Right.
You switched up the hustle.
Right.
So it's possible to take that hustling mindset from the streets,
right,
and to put it.
It's very possible. And if you apply it, to be quite honest, it would be, in my opinion, easier because you don't have to worry about looking over your shoulder. You don't have to worry about anybody trying to rob you, shoot you, cops pulling you over, you going like, all of that gets, that part of it is gone. So you if you're strong enough to persevere through it, obviously I've purchased, like I say, homes. I mean, the sky's the limit to what you can do if you put your mind to it. And if you can put your mind to doing negative, then you can definitely put your mind to doing positive, and you'll be better off for it.
You see, one of the reasons why I really wanted to have you on our show is because not only are you a role model, but you're a great example for ex-offenders.
Right.
Because being in a lockdown situation ain't easy.
Right.
And coming out of that environment, sometimes you're on your own.
Right.
You don't have that support sometimes when you get released. So, as you mentioned, that's where you come from. That's your background.
Right.
But my question is, after getting released, after coming back out of what we call the brick, back out into the community, what was it that kept you firm? What was it that kept you focused on your dreams and your goals? And I'm sure that while you were incarcerated, you already had established these dreams and your goals in your mental.
Oh, absolutely.
So how did you sustain yourself when you got out, and how were you able to keep yourself believing on what it is you wanted to accomplish?
It started with my wife and my children. There was no way that I could let them down again. I just couldn't do it. Did it once, I let them down by, removing myself from their lives for a couple of years. And they motivated me by just being by my side and never giving up on me. Where you see so many times people get incarcerated and the people around them, whether it be their wives or their girlfriends, they disappear.
That's right.
They leave them until they come home, and then all of a sudden it's all way baby again,
Yeah.
And of course, when you come home, most times you accept them back because there's nobody else. So you kind of are selling yourself short a little bit. You know what I mean? Because if you have a goal, and that person wasn't there to stay with you for that goal, and then you come home, and then all of a sudden they want to be back around. You got to ask yourself, is that somebody that you need to be around? It's thick or thin. And even if they fake it, God, just fake it, but don't leave, So one thing I want to say before it slips my mind is that the excuse of nobody will hire me. Okay?
Good point.
Because that's an excuse that you hear a lot. It's the easy way out. So you hear the excuse, nobody will hire me, nobody will hire me. Well, let me tell you something. My job hired me, and I was up front with mine. I didn't hide it. A lot of people lied.
And I don't want to cut you off, but that's a good thing, a good point you brought up. A lot of people make excuses that nobody wants to hire me.
Right.
And I know what that feeling is like.
Right.
You know, not to want to be hired,
Right.
but you kept persevering. You kept persistent. You kept knocking on the door. You didn't give up.
Nope.
But you know, most people use the excuse, nobody want to hire me. I'm going back to the streets to hustle.
Right, because
So-
it's easier. It's the easy way out. You know, it's the easy way out. People will tell you over and over that, oh, well, I can't do this, I can't do that. Listen, the only person that can stop you from doing something is you. Period. I don't care how many times somebody says no, how many times somebody says no, go the other way. You just got to keep on pushing. Keep on pushing.
Let's keep it real though, because there's a lot of people that are watching. There's people in Florida, Puerto Rico, people all over the state of Connecticut watching, listening to your story right now.
Right.
And you know, you have great accomplishments. You own a lot of property.
Right.
You're very successful today. You wasn't that way before. But when you got released, let's keep it real. How hard was it for you not to go astray, not to fall by the wayside all over again and get entangled in that same environment?
It was hard. It was hard.
Because I'm sure there was a lot of temptation out there.
Oh, definitely. When you come to a lot of the people that if they're not dead or in jail themselves, they're still there. So you have to really be focused. You know, you have to really be focused, because if you're not gonna focus on it, it'll eat you up quick, real quick. You know, sometimes I see people that I know that have been around for years, doing the same things over and over. And you have to ask yourself, or be honest with yourself, I should say, is this what you want your life to be? Because if you decide that this is what I'm just gonna go in and out of jail my whole life, and you're good with that, then so be it.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't encourage that, obviously, but I don't know a lot of people that really want to be in that situation. A lot of people, like I said, take the easy way out. So yes, it was hard for me not to, but like I said, I had a great family. I had really good friends that, you know, helped to keep me away from, you know, possibly straying back that way, because it would have been easy.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you the other thing that is scarier, that was scarier when I did come home, was that and I'm not condoning this, but just so that I can be 100% honest with it, the snitching factor was phenomenal. It went from that wasn't a thing to all of a sudden that's the new thing.
That is the thing.
I didn't understand that. So that was like that made it that much easier for me to be like, no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. You know what I mean?
Well, you gotta be realistic. I mean, it's not like the way it used to be back in the day.
Right.
I mean, you really basically can't trust anybody.
No.
I mean, not like the way you used to back then.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, I mean, being where you are now,
Right.
all your accomplishments. When you step back and evaluate your life, evaluate where you are right now.
Right.
Would you say that you're accomplished now?
Nah, I'm not accomplished. I still got goals. Until I reach those goals that I have set forth for myself, then I will feel accomplished. Right now, I still haven't met everything that I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
But with that said, some people have certain goals and they're comfortable if they reach that goal. I did have a goal. I met that goal, and then I made another goal for myself. So until I reach the goal, you know, the few, I still have a few more to go. And until I reach those goals, then I'll feel blessed. How about that?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would feel accomplished. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta mull that one over. You know how I would feel, but I would feel happy.
Yeah.
Obviously. You know, they say you know, money isn't everything, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. You have to have peace with yourself, because there's, you know, if that's the case, I could sit and stop now. You know, I'm not rich, but I'm not broke either. So I could say, oh, you know, I'm good, but I'm not. You know, so there's still more. I still have more inside, and there's other things. I got more ideas, and you know, and I also want to help other people come up, you know, and show them, you know, hey, this is how if you do this, this is what you can do. You know, so we'll see. You know, we'll see. When I feel a lot better, you'll be the first one I call and tell you. You know, but before, like I said, before I forget, let me go back and say, anybody that doesn't tell their jobs or prospective jobs that they are an ex-offender, and you lie, you're hurting yourself more than you're helping yourself. Because if they're gonna say no, they're gonna say no regardless. So if you tell them that and then you get the job, and then they find out that you lied, you're going to lose your job. Understand that. So my job obviously knows. There's no secret. That's why I'm able to talk about it.